Hello, hi everyone. Uh, I hope all of you are consistent in your lifting journey and you're making all the progress based on the hard work that you guys are putting in. Best wishes. And okay, let's start. Uh, Tonight, the concept that I would like to tell you is a very important concept. I've been training back for a lot of years, and with some considerable progress. But this one word of one piece of advice that I got from John Meadows by watching John Meadows' videos, it it became a game changer in my back hypertrophy, where I started making serious gain and I started to understand how the anatomy of the back works, etc. And it has been one of the foundational concepts in my back hypertrophy training. And the concept is leading with your elbows and not with your arms. So whenever you do a push up, or like when you're doing like a row, when you're doing like a cable row or whatever, it is very instinctual. Like I have decent biceps, so it is very instinctual that when I do those push ups, the biceps it will take over and not the elbows. Biceps will take over. Even when I do rows, rather than lead with my elbows, my biceps will try to take over to the point it becomes a biceps exercise rather than a back exercise. So that's good for building big biceps, but you also would like to have like a serious bodybuilder back also. So the thing is I needed to let go of my ego a little, pull little weight rather than simultaneously pull with both your biceps and your back, and flare my elbows, like where it is the elbow leading the moment, where the elbow is responsible for like the moment, rather than it is being the elbow is responsible for leading the moment, where uh, uh, it is responsible for leading the moment, and not it's not trailing the moment, where it is the one leading, where it's the one leading the moment, and it's not like some secondary muscle like taking over and doing the exercise. So it has to be the prime mover. So you have to flare your elbows when even when doing like a lat pull down, where it's like you're not just pushing the weight down. The elbows have to like take over, and you have to lead with your elbows. Even while pulling, rather than pull with just pull the weight towards you, you have to lead and pull with your elbows, and that will make all the difference. Where the and the direction in which your elbows is moving will activate the corresponding muscle that you're trying to activate. So if your elbow is going from up to down, it will activate the lats. And if you're going for even if you're going from if you're doing a horizontal movement rather than a vertical movement, where you're pulling down but you're leading with your elbows, it will activate the rhomboids, mid trapezius, teres major and teres minor. So I've been doing T-bar rows, but with a more emphasis on your elbow, and with my elbows flared at a 90-degree angle. At that point, my rear delt and my teres majors and my teres minors, it will take over, and it will primarily be a rear delt, teres major, teres minor, and mid trap type of exercise. So I want definition in those areas in the upper back, so that I have like Ejiro Hanma's demon back, where where the back looks like it has a life of its own. Being an anime fan, I've always wanted it for a very long period of time, just to have the demon back. And with dedication and training, I think I can do it like in a year, where like I'll have the full demon back, where every single muscle in the anatomy of the back is fully activated. So hoping you guys will also have the Ejiro Hanma's demon back. Oh, best of luck.